Hi guys, Ashley here. Today I'm bringing you Mason Koo from my team and we're going to talk about an exciting platform in China which is Bilibili. Mason, I know that you are extremely interested in Bilibili and you're spending some time on this platform. So tell us, what is Bilibili all about?
Okay, so I would say Bilibili, or like what Chinese users often call it the B-side, it is a video sharing platform in mainland China. So I would say it is rather a unique platform compared to other like Youku, iQIYI. So I say the uniqueness is based on its content. So majority of the video content on this platform, it is about the ACG, which stands for anime or animation, comic and games. So for example, I'm used to be like a user on Bilibili that I went there and then I watched some like Japanese cartoons on the platform. But I know that nowadays this platform, it also features a wider variety of video content. So now it can be either entertainment oriented or they can be more like professional, informative and educational content. So for the entertainment oriented content, so it can be, for example, some Japanese TV drama or some videos that are created by those regular users. For example, this can be some funny videos or some vlogs. And then for the more professional content or more like formal or serious content, it can be something like product testing or product review videos. And it can also be some of like online courses or what we call in China the open classes where people, they can learn something out of it. So I'd say this is a very unique platform in mainland China, and I don't think there's like a similar platform in the West.
And I think the most unique function of Bilibili is in fact the bullet comment function, right? So essentially, haven't they invented this function?
I think, like when people talk about Bilibili, then they often associate this platform with the bullet screen function, what we call, and I think it is originated from this platform. And I can also take this time to introduce you more about this bullet screen function. So in general, it's more like a commenting function that people, like as a user, you can make comments about a video, but it is not under the video itself, but it is on the video. So at a given time point, then people, they can make a comment about, like for example, a main character appeared, then they can make a comment about that, oh, he's so handsome, something like that. So while other users, they watch the video, then they can also see these bullets, what we call. It moves from right to left at a given time point. So I think this is a very interactive function. Like it's very unique for Bilibili, this platform.
I was recently looking at a report, and in the report they said people basically post-90s are very excited about the bullet point function, but people that go into like post-80s, let's say, they find this function extremely annoying. so because basically you cannot watch anything. You can though disconnect this function, right? But you cannot watch, like everybody's talking, so you're not watching the movie. It's like you're sitting in this chatter theater and everybody is basically commenting on what is actually going on, right?
Sometimes it can be really disturbing, but so for me, I also occasionally I just stop this function.
On Bilibili as well, a lot of things that go viral actually don't just go viral because of the content, they go viral because of what were the comments in the video. Let's talk about the users. Who are the people on the platform?
So I would say the majority of users on Bilibili is just like us, the young generation, right? So
you're flattering me.
So majority of them, they are under 25, so they are students or they're the fresh graduates. So one thing that we must know about the users on this platform is that compared to other platforms, I would say the users on Bilibili, they are more loyal. Because there's one interesting fact that in order for a user to become like a regular user, they need to pass a test. Yes, before they can have access to that bullet like screen function, before they can make any comments on it. So there's like a test about the platform itself, about like what is the proper manner of watching videos, something like that. So if you want to become like a regular user, then you need to, of course, pass this test. So which means like for those users on this platform, they are like they form like a community of this young generation, or what we call the generation set, right? And yeah, something like that. I would say this.
And what is this test? How long is it? How complicated is it? Is it a scary test?
Yeah, like it's kind of difficult because like there are more than 50 questions. So it can be about the platform itself. It can be about the history of the platform. It can be about the functionality of the platforms.
Also about the rules and regulations,
Yes, exactly.
what you can publish, what you cannot publish, etc. So which is very smart, right? You are working with essentially young people. You're working with people that are excited about ACG, right? Already anime, comics, and games. So why not take it a step further and really introduce it in a very professional kind of environment, saying, okay, now this is an open forum, this is a great platform for you to build, influence and connect with like-minded individuals, and here are some of the guidelines, which is very smart, and they've done it well.
Yeah, and also talking about this like generation set, I say that because they're born in this digital world, and then they're also very like highly social, and that is so interesting that on this platform you can find many special like use of expressions or use of emojis that are just like those regular users, they know how to use them. Yes.
Yeah, a trend.
Yes.
So you can publish a couple of emojis together, and that would mean several sentences. Yeah. And if you're not part of that ecosystem, you will basically probably not even understand. So that's a subculture, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of actually brands go to Bilibili also to watch the subculture, to learn from it, and then integrate it in a broader, let's say, marketing or broader communication strategy quite often. So as we're talking about marketing, how can one market on Bilibili as a brand?
Yeah, I say for any brands who would like to really tap into the crowd on Bilibili, definitely KOL endorsement is one of the most effective choice that they can utilize, I would say. So according to some statistics, so there are roughly 730,000 I would say qualified KOLs on this platform, and they can be, that's quite a lot, and they can be from like different categories or different industry. So for example, one of the most popular types of KOL are those tech bloggers. So for these tech bloggers, they collaborate with, for example, those mobile phone brands. For example, Oppo and Xiaomi, they often collaborate with this kind of KOL for product promotion. For example, once they have launched a new version or new generation of their phones, then they will collaborate with this kind of tech bloggers for example, like product testing, product review, product comparison, something like that. So it is also one of the major industry that for example, if you are also in this industry, for example, you are in electronic brands, then you can also potentially utilize this kind of KOLs for promotion. And also another type of industry that can benefit a lot from Bilibili KOLs are those beauty brands.
Beauty brands.
Yeah, exactly. So people often regard Bilibili as the video version of Xiaohongshu, which is the rap. So on Xiaohongshu, like most of the product recommendation, they are done in a long article format or what we call the rap note. But on Bilibili, so most of this kind of product recommendation content, they are done in the format of a video. So there are also quite a lot of beauty bloggers present on this platform for promotion. Yeah.
And also a lot of lifestyle, I feel. One of our colleagues is actually running a very interesting lifestyle blog where she shoots every week and she publishes a long format 20-minute blog about her cooking, about her day, about her life. And many brands approach her to see whether they could seed some products, put something at the background. We have this Xiaomi kettle over there, and then you essentially seed product inside those lifestyle videos. Yeah, and Bilibili also has very interesting functions where you can, for example, have this split video, right? So the video begins and then you can choose scenario A or B. So you are sort of in control of where it's taking you. And a couple of brands also tried to introduce these formats as advertising, as campaigns, as UCG, etc., etc. So it's really fun.
Yeah, I think you have given a really good example. But at the end, I think what brands need to pay attention to is definitely they need to be aware that the end users on this platform, they are mostly the young generation. So for the messages that they want to communicate with this audience demographic, then they need to be really creative. So as I mentioned before, on this platform there are different kinds of videos. So for brands, they can choose an angle which is more like entertainment oriented, or they can also, for example, for those mobile phone brands, they can generate or create those more professional video content that are more related to their products. So yeah, and also one point that I need to mention here is that surprisingly on Bilibili, many of the users, they tend to watch the videos that claim themselves as advertisement. Like compared to other platforms, for example on WeChat, so after a user watch a long article of on WeChat, then they know that, oh my god, this is actually a product.
Advertising.
Yeah, it's like an advertorial. And on Bilibili, majority of users, those young users, they really prefer that if it is a collaboration video, then for the KOL or for the brand, they need to claim it before, like at the beginning of the video, I'd say. Yeah, and many of them, yeah, they prefer like hard push rather than those soft push.
Hard push on Bilibili.
Yeah.
That's very exciting. Very exciting for brands.
Yeah.
What would be your recommendation for brands in 2020 when working with Bilibili as a platform?
So my advice would be, like, if you have ever considered Douyin as one of your marketing channels, then do definitely check out Bilibili as well, because for these two platforms, they really share like very similar like audiences. And then I know that like for some brands, as I mentioned before, for those 3C electronic products, for those beauty related brands, or for example for more professional like online educations, we do believe that this kind of brand, they could have they could succeed on this platform if they have the right marketing tactics, or they generate like really good quality video that create values for the users. So and then make sure that you if you really want to promote something on this platform, definitely utilize the KOLs for sure. It is the best way to tap into the audience. And
are they cheaper than the ones on WeChat or Weibo? Like, how are they priced?
So in fact, there are also different tiers of KOLs on the platform, but I would say for some like really good bloggers on the platform, they can be quite expensive as well. So yeah, do allocate some of the budget if you want to use Bilibili as your like one of your marketing platforms.
That's right.
Yeah.
Shall brands set up their official account? Because there are some platforms like Weibo, like WeChat, where if you want to do marketing, you need to get your account set.
Yeah, in fact, Bilibili it also offers like a function for brands to set up their official presence on the platform, and I know that for now not many brands they have their official account, rather than for example like those mobile phone brands like Oppo, Xiaomi, or I know that Tencent, they also have their official account on the platforms. But I do think that there's a potential for brands to like succeed on the platform, but setting up an official account might not be like if you just want to make like a one-off campaign. It can be kind of like basically you need to invest a lot of time and resources on creating the content that are tailor-made for this specific audience. So yeah, do think about it. Like if you just want to do a one-off campaign, then maybe utilizing the KOL is a smarter and also a more cost-effective choice, I would say. Yeah.
It's a little bit like Douyin, right? You go to Douyin, you can create your own hashtag, you can launch campaigns, but if you're setting up your official account, pretty much either your account is going to be inactive, or you need to invest so much resources, time, and also investing money to create content that is unique to this platform. Because on Douyin, you're using specific filters to record this short video, to tell a story. And very often right now it's a TV series, right? So it's one short video into the other, and you are developing a story.
Yep.
On Bilibili, it's very similar because you need to create long format videos that are informative, fun, that have this ACG, anime, comics, and gaming angle. And if you don't speak their language, if you are not already a part of this ecosystem, your content will be absolutely lost. Nobody will care about it, correct?
Yeah, exactly. And also one point that I want to mention here, that like compared to other video platforms, as I mentioned before, those users on Bilibili, they're more loyal. So they're willing to spend time on watching these videos. So if you think that this is a good platform for marketing to those young generation in China, then yeah, definitely allocate resources and time in generating these kind of videos, because yeah, you could potentially be success and the video can go viral if it is good enough, I'd say.
Absolutely, and as we mentioned, a colleague of ours is working on Bilibili every single day. She only publishes this push once a week, so every single day she receives hundreds of messages saying that, oh my god, I miss your blog, when is the next episode out? And her blog episodes are about 40 minutes. So literally, people on Bilibili watch that same 40-minute episode again and again, before the next one comes in. So it's a very unusual, I would say, behavior when it comes to consumption of the content, yeah, on the platform compared to all others. Everything else is quick, and we just want the next thing out. But Bilibili is really a lot more personal in that way. Is there anything else, any other words of wisdom for marketers in 2020 that are looking at Bilibili right now?
Yeah, I think, as I mentioned before, if Douyin is one of the marketing channels that you are now considering, so do definitely check out Bilibili as well, and also check out whether your competitors or other players in your industry have been already doing something on the platform, and learn from them. Yes. Okay,
we now know a lot more about Bilibili. Thank you so much, Mason. Guys, stay tuned for more China experts to come, and we're going to continue talking about the amazing social media platforms and trends.